Hey folks, ever come home after a long day, excited for that Amazon delivery, only to find an empty porch staring back at you? Yeah, it's not just bad luck. Porch piracy is hitting epidemic levels. According to the latest 2025 reports from Safewise and Security.org, over 30% of Americans had a package swiped in the past year alone, with three-quarters of those victims losing multiple boxes. We're talking an average loss of around $143 per theft, and lifetime? More than 1 in 3 of us have been hit. That's billions in stolen goods annually, folks. Enough to make you rethink leaving anything unattended. But here's the good news. There are some seriously clever legal gadgets out there that can turn the tables on these opportunists. We're diving into the toughest home defense tools that pack a punch without crossing lines. Think smart tech, less lethal firepower, and hidden storage that'll keep your gear ready and your home locked down. Stick around as we break them down with real specs, practical tips, and a bit of that no BS insight you love. If you're digging this, smash that like button and hit follow on Firearm Standard. We're all about keeping you armed with knowledge and the best gear out there. Paint Cam Eve. All right, let's kick this off with something straight out of a sci-fi flick. The Paint Cam Eve. This bad boy is an AI-powered security camera that doesn't just watch, it fights back. Mounted on your wall or fence, it uses facial recognition to spot intruders in real time, distinguishing between your mailman and some sketchy lurker. If it detects a threat, it unleashes paintballs or even tear gas pellets. Non-lethal, but guaranteed to mark and disorient anyone dumb enough to trespass. We're talking a 360-degree view, app control for your phone, and customizable settings so it holds fire on raised hands but goes full auto on aggressive moves. Priced around $300, $400 depending on upgrades, it's powered by a rechargeable battery and integrates with your home Wi-Fi for alerts. In a real-world scenario, imagine a porch pirate eyeing your latest gun part shipment. Bam! They're covered in bright paint, running for the hills while you get a video clip to hand over to the cops. I've heard from folks who've installed these. One guy in Texas said it scared off a repeat offender mid-grab. No shots fired, just the warning siren alone did the trick. Compared to static cams, this adds active deterrence. Think of it as your robotic watchdog with teeth. Easy setup, weatherproof, and legal in most states for non-lethal use. If you're serious about perimeter defense, this turret changes the game, blending smarts with standoff power to keep threats at bay without you lifting a finger. ArcFlash Labs CA09. Now, if you're into cutting-edge tech that feels like it jumped out of a video game, check out the ArcFlash Labs CA09 coil gun. This is the world's first commercially available electromagnetic accelerator. No gunpowder, just pure magnetic propulsion slinging steel projectiles at over 140 feet per second. It runs on a low-voltage lithium-ion battery that charges in under an hour, giving you up to 500 rounds per charge at a blistering 2,400 rounds per minute in full auto. Specs-wise, it's compact at about 19 inches long, weighs around 7.5 pounds, and costs $1,600. Pricey, but you're getting a microcontroller for precise firing and rapid follow-ups. Load it with 22 caliber steel rods for less lethal home defense. It'll punch through cardboard or deter an intruder without the lethality of traditional firearms. Picture this. You're hearing noises in the backyard at night. Grab the CA09 and lay down suppressive fire from cover. The whine of those coils accelerating rounds is enough to make anyone rethink their life choices. Users rave about its reliability in reviews. One tester on the firearm blog noted its accuracy at 50 feet, perfect for property protection. Compared to air guns, this has way more kinetic energy, up to 40 joules per shot, making it a step up for serious self-defense without needing a license in many areas. Just remember, practice safe handling. It's not a toy, but damn, it's fun at the range too. If you're a gadget geek who wants future-proof firepower, this coil gun delivers the wow factor with practical punch. Umarex T4E HDX. Shifting gears to something more familiar but amped up for home defense. The Umarex T4E HDX 68 caliber pump-action shotgun. This beast is built like a tank with a full metal receiver and weighs over 6 pounds for that solid feel when you rack it. It holds 16 rounds in the tubular magazine, firing .68 cal paintballs, rubber balls, or pepper rounds at up to 530 FPS with 40 joules of energy in the high-power version. Powered by an 88G CO2 capsule or two 12G ones with a quick pierce system, it stays ready for months. Just smack the stock to activate, and you're good for 42 shots. Picatinny rails top and bottom let you slap on optics, lights, or lasers for low-light scenarios. Imagine a bump in the night. You pump this thing and the sound alone echoes authority. Then unleash a barrage of rubber balls to stop an intruder cold from 20-30 feet. Reviews from paintball pros and defense enthusiasts highlight its ruggedness. One YouTube tester demolished targets with it, calling it the ultimate less lethal scattergun. Compared to beanbag rounds and real shotguns, this is more accessible, no FFL needed, and versatile for training or actual use. I've chatted with owners who use it for property patrols. One said it deterred a trespasser without escalation, thanks to the visible muzzle brake and intimidating profile. At around $200, $300, it's a bargain for the firepower. If you want that classic shotgun reliability with non-lethal options, the HDX is your go-to for keeping things secure and sane. Grimberg FSC. Last up in this batch, the Grimberg FSC Carbine, a .68 caliber powerhouse designed for precision deterrence. This thing's got a carbon fiber 13 cubic inch tank at 3,000 psi with a built-in gauge, launching projectiles up to 150 feet with 2832 joules of impact. The rifled Carmack Nemesis barrel spins rounds at over 10,000 RPM for pinpoint accuracy, and it comes with a red dot optic, backup sights, and 3 6-round magazines. Weighing just under 4 pounds, it's lightweight yet sturdy with M-LOK rails for grips or lights. Run it on HPA for consistent shots. Think 30-plus effective rounds per fill. In a home invasion setup, you're sighting down on a threat from across the room, popping rubber or pepper balls that hit like a mule without permanent damage. Field tests show it shreds gel targets, and users on forums praise its trajectory, flat and true, better than smoothbore options. One reviewer compared it to the First Strike FSC pistol, but loved the carbine length for stability. Picture staking out your garage. An intruder sneaks in, you flip the safety, and deliver controlled fire that disorients and drives him out. Priced around $500, $600 with the kit, tank, mags, tools included, it's a solid investment for those who want rifle-like handling in a less lethal package. If you're building a layered defense, this carbine bridges the gap between handhelds, USFANs, and full setups, reliable, customizable, and ready to protect what's yours. Taser Strike Light. Okay, switching to something you can carry in your pocket but packs a serious wallop. The Taser Strike Light. This isn't your grandpa's flashlight. It's a sneaky hybrid that combines a blinding 1,000 lumen beam with a built-in stun gun cranking out 50,000 volts. Made from aircraft-grade aluminum, it's tough enough to use as a striking tool if things get up close and personal. Whack an attacker and follow up with a jolt that'll drop them like a bad habit. The crackling arc sound alone is often enough to make intruders think twice. I've seen videos where just demoing it sends people jumping back. Rechargeable via USB, it runs for hours on the light mode and holds charge for multiple zaps. At about $50–$70 bucks, it's affordable for everyday carry, fitting right in your EDC setup alongside your concealed pistol. Think about walking to your car at night. A suspicious shadow approaches. You hit them with the beam to blind, then the stun if they push it. Users on forums like AR15.com swear by it for non-lethal escalation. One guy shared how it deterred a road rage incident without drawing his firearm. Compared to standalone tasers, this disguise as a flashlight means no one suspects you're armed until it's too late. Legal in most states with restrictions, it's perfect for layering your defense. Bright enough for searches, shocking enough for threats. If you're building a toolkit that starts with deterrence, this light turns the tables fast, giving you time to GTFO or call backup. Pepperball Life Light. Next, let's talk about the Pepperball Life Light, a compact launcher that blasts irritant powder farther than your average spray can. This handheld beast uses an 8G nitrogen cartridge to propel a cloud of PAVA, synthetic pepper, at 260 FPS, effective up to 15 feet. Think 3 times the punch of standard projectiles in one burst. Weighing just over a pound, it's one-handed operation heaven, leaving your other mitt free for a phone or backup weapon. Reloadable with new cartridges, and there's a training version with inert powder for practice without the burn. Priced around $100, $150, it includes extras like extra loads. Imagine a sketchy dude banging on your door at 2 a.m. You crack it open just enough and unleash the blast. Eyes watering, coughing fit, they're done while you slam and lock. Real users on Reddit's r/r home defense threads mention it stopped dog attacks or break-in attempts cold. No permanent harm, but instant regret for the bad guy. Unlike OC sprays that can backfire in wind, this projectile delivery keeps you at a safe distance, and the powder clings for lasting effect. I've heard from folks who pair it with their home CCW setup. One said it bridged the gap before needing lethal force. Compact for glove boxes or nightstands, it's TSA friendly for travel too. If you want non-lethal with range, this blast gadget adds serious spice to your security game, making threats think twice about getting close. Protect Fog Cannon. All right, now for a gadget that turns your home into a horror movie set, the Protect Fog Cannon. This thing deploys a thick white fog in seconds, killing visibility down to zero for up to an hour, all while being harmless to people, pets, and furniture. No toxins, just dense vapor that confuses the hell out of intruders. Pair it with a 120 dB siren and strobe lights for a full sensory assault. Flashing disorients, noise grabs attention, and fog hides everything. Installation's straightforward, tying into your alarm system for auto trigger on breach. Costs run $500 and $800 depending on size, but think of the savings on stolen goods. Picture this: alarm trips, fog fills the room, burglar can't see his own feet, let alone your safe or TV. He's stumbling out empty-handed while cops roll up. Installers share stories of foiled thefts. One in a high-crime area said it turned a potential smash and grab into a comedy of errors. Compared to passive locks, this actively repels buying precious time. I've talked to homeowners who integrated it with smart cams. Get the notification, watch the chaos unfold from your phone. Safe for indoor use, no cleanup mess beyond venting. If you're tired of alarms that just yell while thieves grab, this system levels up to total denial, making your place a no-go zone for opportunists. It's that extra layer that says, "Not today, buddy." CrimSafe Security Doors. Wrapping this section with something foundational, the CrimSafe Security Doors, built to laugh off kicks, bats, and even crowbars. These aren't flimsy screens. They're stainless steel mesh reinforced frames that hold against hurricane winds up to 150 mph, fires and bugs while letting air flow. Impact tested to withstand repeated blows, they add serious barrier without blocking views. Prices start at $300, $600 per door, custom fitted for your home. Envision a storm brewing or a persistent prowler trying the knob. You're safe inside, fresh breeze coming through, but they're locked out cold. Owners in tornado-prone spots rave about the dual protection. One Florida resident said it survived a Category 3 without a scratch, keeping looters at bay post-storm. Unlike standard doors that splinter, these use patented screw clamp tech for tamper-proof install. Pair them with your deadbolts and cams for a fortified entry. I've seen demos where guys hammer away for minutes. No dice. Also great for fire escape routes, as they don't trap you in. If you're upgrading your perimeter, these doors turn weak points into strongholds, blending security with everyday livability. They're that reliable base layer every gun owner should consider before stacking on the active defenses. Tactical Wall's full-length concealment mirror. Hey, gun owners, let's talk about keeping your firearms hidden in plain sight without screaming, "I've got guns here." The Tactical Wall's full-length concealment mirror is a genius piece of concealment furniture that looks like any ordinary wall mirror, but hides a compartment big enough for a long gun, a couple handguns, ammo, and even some valuables. It's all about that magnetic lock. Swipe the key fob or magnet, and the door slides open smooth as butter for quick access in a pinch. Made from sturdy wood with foam inserts you can customize, it mounts into your wall, which means, yeah, you'll need to cut a hole and get handy with tools, but the payoff is huge for discreet storage. We're talking dimensions around 60 x 24 inches, weighing 40-50 pounds installed, and prices hovering at $400 and $500 depending on finish. Imagine a burglar casing your bedroom. They see a mirror, not your AR-15 ready to go. I've heard from buddies who've set these up. One said during a party, guests complimented the decor none the wiser, but he drilled retrieval drills to under 5 seconds. Compared to bulky safes that stick out, this blends into any home style. Modern, rustic, you name it. Downsides? It's not Fort Knox. A determined thief with time could pry it, so layer it with alarms. But for everyday peace of mind, especially in homes with kids or frequent visitors, it's a smart, low-profile way to store without sacrificing readiness. If you're tired of obvious gun cabinets, this mirror reflects a whole new level of sneaky security. Oda Safe. Picture this. You're chilling in your living room, lamp glowing softly, but inside, a high-tech safe housing your pistol, ready to pop out at a moment's notice. The Oda Safe is that clever disguise. A fully functional smart lamp with a hidden vault controlled by your phone app or RFID key. Built tough with carbon steel exterior and aluminum internals, it propels the inner compartment upward in just 3 seconds, and they're working on a sub-1 second firearm-only version. Available in swanky finishes like brass, glass, walnut, or even mother of pearl to match your vibe, it starts at around $300, $400. Specs include app notifications for access attempts, battery backup, and space for a handgun plus mags or docks. In a real scenario, hear a bump downstairs. Grab your phone, unlock, and arm up without fumbling keys. Keeps things quiet and fast. Users on gun forums love the integration. One reviewer shared how it fooled a home inspector completely, and the smart features let him monitor from work. Unlike traditional nightstand safes that look suspicious, this masquerades as decor, adding that element of surprise. I've toyed with similar setups, and the haptic feedback on open/close feels premium. Custom configs let you tweak for your needs, maybe add a light sensor for auto-on. Drawback: app reliance means keep it charged, but overall, if you're into IoT gear that pulls double duty, the Illumi Safe elevates bedside defense to stylish and seamless. KWK Promise Safe House. Alright, if you're dreaming big, like Apocalypse Prep big, the KWK Promise Safe House is the ultimate fortress disguised as a modern home. This Polish-designed beast features retractable concrete walls that seal every window and door, turning your pad into an impenetrable box at the flip of a switch. We're talking hydraulic shutters up to 11 feet long, a drawbridge entrance that doubles as a roof access for escape, and electronic controls from inside. Surrounded by high walls and a gated safety zone perfect for ambushes, it's built for zombies, burglars, or whatever chaos comes knocking. Costs? Custom builds run millions, but the concept's inspired modular versions around $500,000. Imagine a riot or natural disaster. You hit the button, everything locks down, daylight out, intruders trapped in a kill zone while you're safe with supplies. Architects praise its ingenuity. One case study highlighted how it withstood simulated attacks, no breaches. Compared to standard homes that fold under pressure, this adds movable facades for courtyards or full fortification. I've followed similar designs, and the engineering, hinged concrete doors, integrated motors, feels like James Bond tech. Not for everyone, but if you're in a high-risk area or just paranoid, hey, no judgment. It redefines home defense as architectural armor. Pair it with your arsenal inside and you're not just protected, you're untouchable. It's that over-the-top setup that makes you grin thinking, bring it on. Silatech Burglar-Proof Glass. Windows are often the weak link in home security, but Silatech Burglar-Proof Glass flips the script, turning them into bullet-resistant barriers that shrug off hammers, axes, sledgehammers, and even AK-47 rounds for up to 10 minutes. This laminated polycarbonate beast blocks UV rays while letting sunlight in, and it's pry-bar-proof. Even two guys tugging won't budge it. Available in sheets or custom windows starting at $50 or $100 per square foot, it's tougher than standard bulletproof glass by a factor of 10. Picture a smash-and-grab crew hitting your storefront or home. They bash away, nothing gives, buying you time to respond or call help. Installers share wild stories. One demo video shows endless assaults with no penetration, just dents. Users in urban areas swear by it for peace of mind. Keeps out intruders, reduces shatter risk in storms, and maintains clarity without tinting. Compared to bars that scream prison, this is invisible protection, blending seamlessly with your architecture. I've seen tests where it holds against 9mm and rifles, kinetic energy dissipated like magic, easy retrofit for existing frames, and it's fire-rated too. Downside, heavier than regular glass, so check your structure. But for high-value properties or gun rooms, it's essential. If you're fortifying without ugly add-ons, Silatech glass ensures threats stay outside, giving you the edge in any confrontation. Tactical Walls Concealment Shelf. If you're all about that hide-in-plain-sight vibe for your firearms, the Tactical Walls Concealment Shelf from Tactical Walls is a low-key winner that'll fool even the nosiest house guest. This thing looks like your average wooden wall shelf. Pick from finishes like espresso, cherry, or white to blend with your den or bedroom decor. But flip the script, and it's got a hidden drop-down compartment for your handgun, spare mags, or even a compact rifle. The RFID lock uses a proximity card or fob for silent, quick access. No keys jingling to give you away. Inside, customizable foam inserts let you cut shapes for a perfect fit, and a hydraulic arm ensures smooth opening without slamming. Dimensions run about 23 by 13 inches, holding up to 10 pounds securely, and it installs with basic tools. No wall cutting like the mirror version, just mount it sturdy. Priced around $150 to $250 these days, it's affordable for multiple spots in the house. Think about it. Burglar ransacking your place, eyes gliding over the shelf loaded with books or knickknacks, clueless to the Glock nestled below. I've set up a few for friends. One guy timed his draw at under 2 seconds after practice, turning it into a reliable quick draw station. Compared to obvious safes, this relies on camouflage, great for opportunists who hit fast but not bomb-proof against pros with time. Layer it with cams or alarms for best results. Users on gun subs love the subtlety. One shared how it kept his collection hidden during a divorce inspection. Battery-powered lock lasts months, and it's kid-proof if you stash the cards high. Drawbacks? Practice unloaded retrieves to build muscle memory, and it's not fire-rated. But for everyday concealment that doesn't scream gun owner, this shelf nails practical stealth, keeping your edge without the bulk. Conclusion. We've covered a ton of ground here, from AI turrets slinging paint to fortified glass that laughs at AK rounds, and everything in between. These gadgets aren't just toys. They're real-deal tools to stack the odds in your favor when it comes to protecting your castle. Whether you're dealing with porch pirates nabbing your ammo shipments or worst-case intruders testing your doors, layering non-lethal options with smart storage keeps things legal, effective, and ready for action. Remember, the key is deterrence first. Make them think twice before they even try. I've been geeking out over this stuff for years, testing rigs in my own setup, and trust me, combining a few, like a fog system with reinforced doors and a hidden safe, turns your home into a no-fly zone without going full bunker mode. Prices fluctuate, so check current deals on sites like Amazon or direct from makers, and always verify local laws on less lethals. If one of these sparked your interest, drop a comment below on which you'd grab first. Coil gun for the tech thrill or that zombie-proof house for the ultimate flex. Anyway, that's a wrap on this deep dive into home defense gems. If you enjoyed the breakdowns and tips, give this a thumbs up, hit that like button, and follow Firearm Standard for more no-fluff reviews, range tests, and gear spotlights. Stay safe out there, folks. Lock it down and keep training.